Is it too cold in here?
He's Montreal. He's a Canadian. He's from Canada. He's a Canadian from Montreal. Yeah.
Hey, Miss Shirley.
Are you gonna give us? Are you okay? Do you have enough energy to tell me anymore? I'm sorry.
No.
What else?
Well, what?
This is the munching.
You told me about how she got here. How did Joseph get here?
Yeah.
He had a brother by the name of Isidore. Izzy, we used to call him, Uncle Izzy.
Okay.
Living in Brooklyn. And when he came off the boat here, he took the immigration told him how to get to Brooklyn and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
So he couldn't believe it. He saw about 50 people sleeping.
Where?
In the house.
Oh.
My uncle ran a boarding house.
It's like a tenant type of?
What's called a boarding house in those days. All the immigrants that came off the boat, they paid maybe 50 cents a week or $1 a week. I don't know if they even had $1, but it was very, very inexpensive. But not inexpensive in those days.
Yeah.
And he spent a couple of days there. His hands were all bloody. His uncle sent him to work.
Why were they bloody?
Because he sent them to Manhattan to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to become a dressmaker. All the women.
Okay.
And his hands were bloody, and he came back and he told his brother, I heard that it was gold in Philadelphia, in the streets in Philadelphia. He went to Philadelphia.
Was that a saying or something?
He heard there was gold in America, but he also heard there was gold in Philadelphia.
Literally gold?
Well, not literally.
Okay.
Not literally. That was a saying that they had.
So money.
Yeah, that was and he had a job, got a job with the Ford Automobile Company.
Okay.
In Philadelphia. Ford had a plant in Philadelphia.
Okay.
And it was by his trade that he learned in Germany. He got from Poland to Germany. He apprenticed with a German family, cutting glass. And that's how he ended up in the glass business. He was cutting glass. So
Somebody said it was 70 degrees the other day.
The foreman of the plant, the Philadelphia plant, sent a telegram to Henry Ford in Detroit. I got a man here, fastest glass cutter in the world. Give him a raise.
Wow.
Ford said give him a raise. This is 1913. Give him a raise.
Wow.
Two of them on the bike.
He was earning $65 a week. That was unheard of.
It sounds like a lot of money for that time.
It was unheard of. They made maybe $6 a week, $7.
Wow.
It was unheard of.
Wow. And it's because he was so talented?
He was the fastest one they had cutting glass for the cars. No such thing as round windshields and, it's all flat.
Yeah.
It's flat.
Allie, you got it? Yeah.
He's doing okay.
Donna.
He's doing okay.
That fan has been on for 5 hours already.
Jacqueline,
Oh,
busy with her boyfriend.
I think you want me to shut it.
Ooh, you're burning electricity.
Okay. Could be my fault.
I'm alive. So,
His sister's
So that was how the Forman Glass Works got started?
His sister is getting married in July.
war broke out.
World War II.
World War I broke out.
Whoa.
World War I broke out.
Okay.
What was that?
What did you say about World War I?
He said it broke
It
out.
broke out. America entered the war in 1917.
Okay.
The war started before, but America entered 1917.
Okay.
So Ford sent a telegram back to Philadelphia.
To get married. And I think
All Jews and all Ends must be fired. You know what the N word is.
Yeah. Black
Okay.
book?
All Jews and Ends have to be fired. So plant manager comes home.
Fired to then have to join the war?
No,
Or just
fired. Ford already had sponsored a book. He was very anti-Semitic. Ford sponsored a book with Thomas Edison. The inventor of the light
Yeah.
bulbs, right?
Zach is going
It's
to.
called the Protocols. Pick it up someday. It's called the Protocols of Zion. The Jews owned the whole world. They owned the banks. They owned everything. But it wasn't so. It was all false.
Yeah.
And he got fired. The plant manager showed him a telegram. All Jews must be fired.
Wow.
All Jews. He didn't use kikes. There was a word for Jews which
Yeah.
called kikes.
Yeah.
That's the word he used. And then he went to work.
How long did it take you to get here?
He went to work for.
Time for the simple reason he used the GPS.
I'm gonna shut it. I'm trying to figure out how to shut it.
GPS, always
I don't
take-
There must be a switch out there, Donna.
Took him the glade.
So anyway, he
To jog road, because you can't get
met my mother, of course,
Yeah, but we go.
We want to do something else to fill it up.
and
So that really was
he says, "Lemon, what do you mean?" My father didn't know what fire was. Fire? He didn't know what.
What that word meant?
He says, "Well, you're Jewish, Joe, and you can't work for us."
take it to.
He said, "I ran away from Poland because what they did to my own people." He ran away from Poland.
Yeah.
Linton, we made the right.
Yeah, and then
to go to Belgium.
So he couldn't understand it. So he went to work for a man in Philadelphia who I ended up meeting his son one day, this man.
Go out jog.
And he went to work for him, and
it's really interesting.
he was already, when he went to work for him, maybe $7-8 a week. Didn't get paid.
Okay, don't get too close.
Didn't get paid. My father couldn't understand it.
But why do you keep working?
The man came over to him. You know, he worked for this man called Mr. Rosen, a Jewish man, in the lighting field. And he was earning maybe $7-8 a week, but he wasn't getting paid because on Friday, Mr. Rosen would gather all his employees, and they would shoot crap, dice. My father didn't know what dice was. So he said, "Mr. Rosen,
You can go.
he didn't address the boss by the first name, even till this day, by his last name. If you know, you owe me 6 weeks for pay. How can I feed my? I have a child being born now. It was 1917.
Who was the?
Harry was the first child. And
Isn't that great-great-grandfather?
this would be your
Great-great-great-grand?
no, not great-grandfather.
Oh.
It'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be great. There you go. You did it. You did it.
Very surprised now she did that. That's very typical. Everybody else figured out.
And
But those doesn't work
Only
out.
missing
that's how we ended up basically getting into the lighting business, into the glass business. And then in the early 20s he came to New York.
Yeah.
And
Harriet Barris.
he owned my father went to work.
We go back a long time.
He came to New York in the late 20s because the grandfather was born in Philadelphia.
Oh, I didn't realize
Your
that.
grandfather was born in Philadelphia. Your Uncle Harry and your Aunt Anne. Those three were born in Philadelphia. It's only me and Shirley that were born in New York. Me and Shirley were born in New York.
And where in New York? Where in New York?
On the Lower East Side.
What's your son's name?
In the Jewish ghetto.
Okay.
Jewish ghetto? What's that?
A ghetto is where it could be an Italian ghetto or a Jewish ghetto, you know what I mean? Your own people. In other words, if you were Jewish, you moved into the Jewish area. If you were Italian, you moved in.
Oh, so that was racist.
And
That's in World War II. That
we
was
had,
Right, okay, so this
we
guy
ended
was
up being,
involved with David.
and he went ahead and
So we have
he actually went to
the
work
roads
for,
connection, and then the other side was from
he went to work for,
Where in Turkey?
this was 1929, they started in 1929, or 1930, to build LaGuardia Airport. It was the first airport in New York, way before Kennedy. Well, it wasn't Kennedy, it was Idlewild. They used to call it Kennedy Idlewild.
You'll have plenty of time to go.
Putting in glass.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what he did for, didn't like it because it meant climbing up big ladders and so forth.
So
How did they get
our
all
great-grandfather helped put the glass in LaGuardia then.
Right.
Oh, wow.
And then in the very early 30s, right after that, he had a little, on the Lower East Side,
Yeah, yeah. It's like
he rented space
city.
in a building
Nice beaches.
on the Lower East Side, an office building on the Lower East Side. Not an office building like they have today. It was a more of a factory building. It was a factory type of a building with 9 floors.
Wow.
I'd take an elevator to get upstairs. And
But
then
I thought Rhodes is a place you probably just want to stay for a week.
The roads is beautiful.
had a little glass plant, one little room, had a little room, and he went ahead and
What about Italy?
he had a lot of customers.
You know.
He was right near the Bowery. The Bowery was actually the lighting district of New York. Even today, it's still called the lighting district of New York. And these were all his customers. He'd make little panels for them, you know, and
And at this point, was it called Forman Glass Works?
it was called Joe Forman.
We'd like to put him
It
in
was called Joe Forman.
Just Joe Forman.
Just Joe Forman. Just Joe
I didn't
Forman.
know his name.
And then he...
Was that what people called him by? They called him Joe?
Yeah, they called him Joe. And his customers
Sean.
on the Bowery,
Not my
it
name.
was all a handshake. You didn't have to write out a purchase order like today. It was all a handshake. Joe make me this, and Joe make me that. And he remembered everything.
Wow.
Never went to school.
The only one I
He
can't
never went to
remember.
school.
Now I remember.
And
I know your name.
late 30s already, and business was getting a little better. When the war broke out, World War II broke out, he grew very rapidly, my father.
He grew.
Rapidly. The business grew
Oh,
rapidly.
Jack and Aiden.
Because he also used to do
Don't
sandblasting.
lie to me.
Sandblasting, you put a cover, you've heard of frosting. Well, he was doing that. He was probably the only one doing that on the Lower East Side. Grew rapidly. He had about 20, 25 people working there. Wow. A lot of people. And then my brother came back from World War II. And then your other late Uncle Carl, who was married to Aunt Ann.
Glory of
He came into the business,
Jack and Aiden.
and he became the salesman.
Okay.
He's the one I don't know.
And that's how he grew.
And how old were you when the war broke out?
I was,
I don't know Barbara's
when
kids.
the actual war broke out, I was 9 years old. I was
Just so.
9 years old.
You told
So
me.
did you help out with the glassworks for a while? Like when you were young?
No, but your grandfather did.
Yeah.
Your grandfather went to the factory, and Uncle Harry went to the factory. And your Aunt Shirley used to work there as a bookkeeper.
Okay. Real family business,
Yeah.
huh?
And
But we're dealing with Chelsea.
by the end of, he made all the weddings and bar mitzvahs and whatnot, so
Jack is Aiden.
he prospered.
Yeah.
My father prospered. And
And was he a religious man?
my mother was.
Okay.
My mom was very
Was she Orthodox?
Yes, my mom was. But she really became Orthodox when
How old are you? How old are you? You want me to announce it?
Uncle Harry and your grandfather went into service. She became very Orthodox.
How old?
I'm
On
thinking
Passover,
75.
Oh,
by the
that's
way,
wonderful.
on Passover, by the way, you've been to a Seder?
Yeah.
Where?
Long time ago. I think here once, a long time
Okay.
ago.
Okay. You know when they open up the door for Elijah?
Yeah.
Okay? One night, one Seder night,
He's the youngest.
your grandfather was standing by the door.
How old did you say he was?
11 o'clock at night, 10:30, 11 o'clock at
He's
night.
80? Yeah.
And,
Put me into you.
and my father said to me, go open up the door for Elijah. I was 10 years old, go open up the door for Elijah. It was my brother in your grandfather in uniform.
And you didn't know it was going to be him?
You hit it right on the
Your
head.
grandmother almost fainted. Using uniform.
She's not gonna wanna leave.
Mark?
But you were a young
When you're
girl
walking
from
with them
behind.
down
I said, no, I wish in the front I was a
feel
young
like
girl.
an odd guy with his arm around such a young girl.
He said he's 80.
Cam told us,
Yeah, he's
I think it was
No, he's
yesterday,
not 85.
that Uncle Harry.
No,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
87.
Were you there? I don't know if you heard that he was
He is
sitting
82
in,
now.
he was sitting in bed one night and he was smoking his
He
cigar.
is younger than.
Smoking his cigar,
No,
and she walked into the room, you know, when he smoked his cigar, he had the fan on and there's a mist. It was a mist of smoke
I mean, where they were living in the Bronx.
in the Bronx. There was a mist of smoke, and she was like 12 years old, and she said, Dad, I gotta go, I gotta go out with my friend, I need some money. And he said, go over to the dresser, they'll take you money, take $5, whatever it was, she didn't know
Moment
that.
of infamy, so.
She took the money. He said, no, you gotta do me a favor, open up the window. And she goes,
What do you want?
she opens up the window. He goes, no, open it all the way. And then he says, what do you mean? And she goes, open it all the way. Now jump. Oh, was that him? Was that so him?
Well,
Jump.
is this a Foreman thing though?
This was the 14th story.
Because
It was a 14
yeah, the
story?
teasing. Because I don't know how many times Papa
think they
either
lived up
threw
on
someone
the-
in the pool or threatened to throw someone in the pool.
No,
Did you tease your
Your
grandchildren?
late Uncle Harry, you know what he once did?
What?
That's it.
No, he used to have to pay for the toll,
Yeah.
right?
2 years old.
Like on the bridge or the highway?
Yeah, on the Sawmill River Parkway. It's still
Okay.
called the Sawmill River Parkway in New York.
Yeah.
All right? They took a toll. They used to take a toll there. Just after he went from the Bronx to go upstate. He fell asleep at the toll. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Just waiting?
Yeah, just sitting and waiting for the other car to go. He fell asleep.
Oh my God. Were you in the car?
No, no.
Gabe was just telling us that same story.
Same story, right?
But what she said is that the cops pulled him over, and he, before he knew it was, you know, basically, you know, you didn't pay your toll, you're gonna get arrested. And before you knew it, he was going on and on and on in front of the cops, and leave, get out.
What was the story though that Harry sent the truck to stop? Harry sent a truck on the Parkway.
Somebody that delivered
Glass.
Yeah.
Somebody
Harry would be
delivered,
106.
he delivered to the factory.
96?
It was somebody that they knew delivered, and Uncle Harry gave him
That's very good,
directions.
106.
He didn't think, but from what I remember.
To get to our factory?
No, to leave, to go upstate or wherever he was going. And he gave, no, he didn't give him the wrong directions. Well, what he did is he sent him on the Parkway. And you know, you're not
You
allowed to go
can't
on the
go, it's
Parkway.
commercial. That's right.
And that was the end of it. What story?
What's the deal with the story with the Krispy Kreme donuts? What's,
That's me.
yeah, can you clarify this story for me?
What did you hear?
You know, honestly, I think I don't know what I heard. I just need to hear the
When
story.
did you hear it?
A long time ago.
A long time.
But it always stuck with
I'd
me.
always give your father some Krispy Kreme
That's so
donuts.
quiet here.
I'd bring it
You
into
need
the
a little
house, you
peace
know.
and quiet.
Or anybody, I had
I'll be
always
going
extra.
soon.
I always had
Be
extra
quiet.
Krispy
She'll be here.
Kreme. Tim, I took your grandfather one night from here.
Yeah.
Your aunt was sleeping.
How long
Your grandmother
ago
was
was this?
sleeping. Your grandmother Eileen was sleeping. No. Oh, no, she was up. She said, where you taking, where you taking, Edie? I said, we're gonna go get a cup of coffee. And I took him to this Krispy Kreme place that was around here. They had a Krispy Kreme in those days, right around here.
I love Krispy
don't
Kreme
have
donuts.
that.
Best
I
donut
know.
in the world.
There's no
Best.
more anymore.
Huh?
There's no more.
Two in
Up by
Miami.
us.
There's two in one in Fort Lauderdale. And
Oh,
one
he
in
knows.
Miami.
He knows, Mom.
He does stuff.
And all over Australia.
Oh,
Big.
really?
Big,
Australia.
big, all over Australia. So wherever I had an extra, in fact, one night they gave us, driving through North Carolina, they gave us at the Krispy Kreme original place that started there.
Yeah.
Walked in, I told the guy behind the counter, it was packed, well, not like, they were, not like, this Krispy Kreme was always packed.
Okay.
I told the guy it was our anniversary.
I think that my husband took after you.
Did I hear you say that? I said, that's how I remember. Take these 2 dozen donuts. He said to the girl, pack up 2 dozen donuts for me. We were on our way to New York.
Oh, that's great.
Dropped off a dozen in Philadelphia.
We do that too.
Yeah, I can see where
Good days.
someone's getting it from.
They were good days.
They met? Yeah.
What was that? What's that other funny story?
Well, there's a. What about when Uncle?
My father came,
Uncle.
he was 9 years old, and...
Who was getting married? What were you telling me about who got married?
And then
And Ann was getting married, and.
I dropped the case of
You dropped the case. Tell them.
J&B. You heard of J&B booze?
No.
It's Jewish booze we actually call it. We actually call it Jewish booze. J&B.
Do they still have it?
Come to New York then.
I took it out of the station wagon in 1945
Okay.
when my sister got married.
Aunt Ann was the oldest. No, she was the second oldest.
Second. I took the carton out.
As a baby.
It dropped right in the street, right in front of the hotel where they were getting married. Broke all the bottles.
Oh no! How many bottles were in there?
12.
For the wedding.
Oh my
For the wedding.
God.
For the wedding.
Edie and Harry and Ann were born
My
in
older
Philadelphia.
brother started to,
Me and Moishe were
I'm
born
gonna
in
hang you. I'm gonna hang you.
Philadelphia.
Where were you gonna get whiskey now?
So we were born in New York.
And it was wonderful growing up on the Lower East Side.
But you got the whiskey, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know how they did it. I don't know how your uncle did it, but he got the whiskey anyway. I remember one during the war. Just before the war, I saw my 2 brothers sleeping on the fire escape in July. It was hot.
That's not a lot.
New York was very, very hot in the summertime.
Yeah. 2
We
years.
didn't live near the beach. We lived really in tenement houses.
Yeah.
Oh, the year he was born? 1932.
My older brother takes off his... No, they came home from leave. I know when it was. They came home from leave
I was born in 30, he was born in
in the Navy.
1932.
They both came home around the same time. My older brother takes his T-shirt. That's where the name T-shirt came from the Navy. It was white T-shirt. That's where the name came from.
You want to write it
And he
down?
puts it on top of a lamp. The lamp had a big bulb. The lamp had a very, very big bulb. All of a sudden there was smoke in the house.
Tell me more.
Oh man.
Caught on fire.
When were you born?
And my father started to scream at him. We had good fun days though. We had very, very good fun days.
Do you know if anyone? So when Joe came over, you said that he was being persecuted in Poland, but how?
Oh yeah, all the Jews were. Wherever they came from, made no difference.
And he went to camp.
But there was no one that was leaving during World War II. Everyone left.
Oh wait, no, they left way before World War.
So we don't have any relatives, at least on that side.
Never saw pictures. Never.
Alex, does he remember his from
Even extended family? Would extended family have been there?
We have pictures of our grandfathers with long beards. We don't know who is who.
And
We don't know if it belonged to my mother or my father.
with long beards like Hasidic?
You can't, long beards, like regular rabbis walking around, long beards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying they were really noticeable?
No, they were not, noticeable. You could really look at it, but there were no names.
Shirley,
When they made pictures years ago, they never put the date down, they never put names down.
Yeah.
It was hard to make out.
Yeah.
I saw your grandfather.
He's going to be 16 next month.
I know.
You can be, really next month, May after August.
Yeah, sure.
No.
I didn't realize that though. I didn't realize that there was no one.
I went to camp, I was going to
Now
camp.
my probably 50 family members.
No, I went to a camp, it's called
You can't remember.
Carry Camp. It was a boys club camp that your
I couldn't
grandfather
remember your sister.
and your uncle went to when they were younger, in the 30s.
Are you kidding me?
So I go to a reunion, not a reunion, but I went back to this boys club about 18 years ago, 20 years ago.
He's all right.
I walk up to the third floor. First of all, I walked.
What's it
into
called?
The Boys Club of New York.
Ask them
Oh,
about
okay.
children, Sean.
And
Any specific location in the city?
there's only one.
Oh, okay.
There's actually two, but
There's
the
a
other
lot of
one's
them that
uptown.
know this.
This one was on 10th Street and Avenue
Of
8.
course.
Okay.
Of course you can remember her kids.
But she kind of never out.
Guy says to me,
You
where you going?
remember Laurie's family,
The guy, look
Donna's
at this.
family, your
We never had
family,
anybody did this.
Barbara Bernstein's family,
I says,
Pan's family.
Pam's family, right?
I'm going to go up to the 5th floor. I want to see the pool.
His girlfriend, whatever you want to, his friend.
He said,
Was Philip
all right,
wasn't
I'll
he,
let you
was
go,
he?
mister. But a lot of people come back. They want to see how they grew up, and they want
He
to
wasn't.
see where the boys' club was, and if they can remember, you know.
I'm surprised.
I said, I remember very well. And he let me go upstairs. I'm looking at the
Well, he
wall,
lives in Stewart.
and there
He
was a
lives in
picture.
Stewart.
Oh, really?
There was a picture on the wall,
Yeah.
in the,
That's why I'm
a picture taken in the ocean. Uncle Harry.
Really?
You know, he popped his head
He
up.
opens the store in the summer, or?
No, you don't
I
have
come
to.
back that
He
night. I
works
was
in a,
ecstatic. I come
laundry
back that
store.
night, and I called.
He owned that ice cream.
I called Gabe back here in Florida. He says, I don't believe it. Well, someday when you're in New York, I'm going to take you there. I'm going to take you there. And so we got there.
Yeah.
And he works.
You can't replace.
in a
You
hardware
can't
store.
replace
He sees
the-
Andrew
the-
and David all the time.
the area of the Lower East Side. The greatest upbringing in the world. The greatest.
Were you near Orchard?
You're looking, you're
Yeah, a
listening,
few
he's
blocks away.
thinking about what to say
Well,
next.
yeah, how did, do you know how my parents met? Do you know how they met?
I was the first one that met your mother.
Oh, so let's do this story.
Huge.
Isn't it hurting you?
The grandfather invites me to a.
Isn't it like freezing you?
No.
The Yankees had a football team in the very late 40s.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the American Conference.
Magic tricks. Now to get it back on.
Would you like to go to a football game? I was 15 years old. I was 15 at the time. 1947 or 1948. 15, of course.
Does he talk like at home too?
Sit down in my seat, you know.
Always asking questions?
It wasn't like in baseball, because baseball, I would never sit upstairs. I would always be downstairs to get chased if you're sitting in someone else's seat. But this was a little upstairs, and I was sitting upstairs, and then he comes in with your grandmother. Unbelievable. I believe I was really the first one to meet her.
Do they teach you every day?
Maybe
Does he learn, do you
Uncle
learn every
Harry may
day
have
something
met her.
new?
Do you know how they met though?
Yeah, he's homeschooled.
I think they met in the
I
neighborhood.
know.
Oh, so is he learning something the other day? You tell us.
Your grandmother only lived also on the east side, like about 10 blocks away.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the Irish lived.
Okay.
Okay?
That's what
And
I
they
said,
met.
he learned something new.
I believe
Learned
it.
something about Lord of the Rings.
I believe they met in the Seltman house
What's that?
at a dance. At a dance. Some sort of a social.
Okay.
That's what we had in those days. We had socials.
Yeah.
You know. We didn't, there were no rock groups that you followed.
Do you know the
With-
computer?
The way you kids spend money on those tickets, it's unbelievable.
I can't.
It's unbelievable.
I don't know how to
So you'd pay for a ticket to go to a social?
Oh no, well, social was, they met at the Seltman house.
About my what?
They like growing up.
I think they met
I
at
like thinking as much.
the, Shirley?
No, it's different, they have
Shirley.
different takes on different things. wouldn't
Shirley,
they?
where did they meet? At the Henry Street Settlement?
What?
Edie and Eileen.
They met at the Henry Street Settlement?
Who met Dan?
Huh?
Edie and Eileen.
How do you know about the Henry Street Settlement? Who said that?
No, I was just saying,
Oh.
clarifying it.
I don't hear a
At the
word.
Henry Street Settlement.
Henry Street
Where did
Settlement.
Edie and
Edie
Eileen?
and
At the Henry Street Settlement. You remember the Henry Street Settlement? You can't hear? So come sit over here.
Edie and Eileen must have met
At the
downtown.
Henry
You can't
Street
sit on that
Settlement.
box.
Yes. see?
Shawnee, Shawnee, you gotta get off the box.
Rob,
I
right?
said
Yeah,
that.
he's off.
Yeah. You don't have to sit on that.
Mersh, do you want
Yeah,
a cup
yeah,
of tea or
why,
something? Nothing?
I'll get a little sandwich. A little
Hey, Shirley, find out how Edie and Eileen's courtship
Cody, do
went.
you want?
No,
That's
it's
a
okay.
good question.
Put down.
They
Oh.
met, I believe they met at the Henry Street Settlement.
Yeah, that's where they met.
See? Told you my memory.
She
I
said
told you
it.
my memory.
Grand
said?
Street or Henry Street?
No, not Grand
Henry
Street.
Street.
So they just saw each
She was
other,
further
and
downtown
Right.
than Grand Street.
so they just both happened to go to this social
Probably.
dance one night.
Probably.
Oh, he
Probably.
hung out down there, and
A lot of his friends were also from that area too.
she lived down
And she
there.
lived down there.
Were either of them
All the way
like
downtown.
religious at that point?
All the way
No, it
past
had nothing to do with
Delancey
religion or
Street.
what.
I mean, so they wouldn't have been at all thinking about that she was Catholic and he was Jewish. It wouldn't have.
Your grandfather must have known.
Yeah.
Your grandfather must have known. Rose lived on Grand Street.
Yeah.
Rose came from Grand Street. So, there's no upbringing like the Lower East Side. No upbringing at all.
Yeah, you make it sound so
when
lovely.
when her friends and my older sister's friends would gather in the street right in front of the building, I'd be up on the second floor where we live. Throw down bags of water.
Throw down the water. How about when you send somebody up to the roof?
You know, when
With
you
the
go-
ice.
You know what? We had an ice man. We had an ice. They used to
We didn't
deliver
have
ice.
refrigerators,
They
we
used
had
to-
ice boxes.
ice boxes.
Right.
So a man used to deliver ice
deliver ice,
with the prongs.
the prawns, right?
That was
And
Harry.
And he had. And
Harry went up to the roof.
And this poor man, who was delivering ice, he already had we called it a hiker. In Jewish it's called in Yiddish it's called a hiker. He had something wrong with his back.
Okay.
A hunch. So the guys would call him up.
Ziggy the ice.
Ziggy, we need 25 cents worth of ice. He'd come up to